This is it. This is the one. And I'm so excited. Well, today is a very exciting day for us as we are about to leave Chris's sister's house in Orlando to go to the Florida RV Supershow in Tampa. It's about an hour and a half away, and we are going there to pick out our new RV. Super excited. We have, some models, some makes and models in mind, and we have not seen some of them in person yet. So we are today going to go to the Super Show and make our decision. Ready to hit the road?
What am I hitting it with?
With me.
With my fist?
Going to find our new home.
Yeah, it's exciting day. I feel like we've been homeless before, but it was for a much shorter time.
Definitely.
In between the truck camper and the motorhome. In fact, I think we own both of them for.
We own both of them for a couple of days.
A couple of days, yeah. So it's been really, really weird to be homeless, and so yeah, I'm excited. Let's go find it.
Yeah. So in case you are new to our channel and you haven't watched any of our previous videos of this new season,
600 feet. Turn right to stay on Running Brook
GPS. We have lived in a 25-year-old motorhome that we bought and remodeled about, has it been 4 years? Yeah, a little over 4 years ago. We decided, after we finished our work camping season last year, to drive back to Florida and then start to look for a new rig. And we had in mind that we were going to leave motorhome life. I know I've talked and raved about how much I love motorhome life, but we're ready to try something new. So we bought a truck. We bought a F350 gas with the 7.3 engine long bed, with in mind that we would get a travel trailer or a fifth wheel. So that is what we are in search for today. Why did we get the long bed? Well, more storage space.
We got stuff.
Chris thinks we have a lot of stuff. I think that in the grand scheme of Americans, we don't have a lot of stuff, and we were able to fit everything in our 31-foot motorhome. It did have a lot of outside storage, and we know that what we're going to move into with the travel trailer or fifth wheel, it's going to be less outside storage. So that's one thing that is definitely on our must-have list when we're looking today, is that we would like a similar amount of storage and living space of what we had in our motorhome. So definitely one thing that we will be looking for. And we have a few brands in mind. We're not going to go in there look at everything. The Florida RV Supershow, they say that they are the largest RV show in the US. So it's probably going to be a little overwhelming. And we're going into this with a long list of must-haves. Basically, it is a very great idea to go in with a list of what you need in this RV that you cannot go without. So like, we're going in that we definitely want a rig that is under 30 feet.
There's a stalled vehicle.
So we are not gonna look at anything. We might take a peek at a couple things that are a little over 30 feet, but I think we're going into this like, we want to stay under 30 feet. We go to, if you've followed us for any number of times, you know that we spend a lot of time in Baja in the winter. And so we like to stay on the smaller end. We don't want anything massive that we have to tow.
Smaller, equating also lightweight.
Yeah, lightweight, but not super lightweight. We
want well built.
We want well built. So,
like having cabinet doors would be great. Not
exactly.
Like wide open cabinets.
I need cabinet doors, we need adequate storage. We'd like to go in, like I said earlier, with the same amount of, storage that we had
For
in our
stuff.
Class C for our stuff.
For stuff.
So go in with your must-haves that you can't live without. Like, we definitely want a rig that just has one slide. We definitely want a rig with at least one slide, but not more than one. We want to stay under that 30 feet.
With the slide, we want to make sure that we can access the bathroom.
Yes.
While we're driving, like travel days, we can pull over and we don't have to put the slide out in order to get to the bathroom.
That is, I think, one of our top must-haves.
Yeah.
Is it needs to be road friendly to access the bathroom. Another little bit of backstory: we do lead RV caravans in Baja in the winter, and so that road access is important because we do make a lot of body breaks for our people on our caravan.
And I think because Baja is kind of like, that's the toughest conditions we're going to face, we can kind of picture how things have to survive Baja to give us personally the criteria. If you're not driving down dirt roads at all, like that means BLM land in the United States or public lands in Canada, Alaska, you're just staying on the pavement and going campground to campground. Bumping around may not be a big deal. But for instance, like for me and the driver and primary maintenance person, I want to make sure that the suspension it's not cheap. Like, we don't necessarily need.
Yeah, we need good suspension.
We're not necessarily looking for an off-road trailer. I'm not saying I'm against an off-road trailer, but we're gonna sacrifice space and some other things if we look just at off-road trailers. Yeah. But I do want to know that the axle is a good quality axle, that the suspension system is a good quality suspension system,
with
that the tires, the tires are higher quality tires. Those are kinds of things that I personally am looking for.
Like, that's more important than the size of the TV.
Exactly. Or if we have a washer and dryer.
That's not a must-have for us. It might be a must-have for you to have a washer and dryer. It's not for us.
I would rather just have my list of things that are important to us, so that we're really able to check the box. And we call them non-negotiables. There's really no other word for it. If it does not have this, we don't want to consider it. Even if it's a rock bottom deal, we just can't do it. So we're in the last couple minutes before we get to the parking lot.
Excited. Yep. Can't wait.
Looking forward to it. And of course, you're coming along with us.
Can't wait to take y'all along. So you should be there any minute now.
Media pass, yeah.
Media pass, okay. Yeah. Let her know media pass. I believe everything is in the white tent for that. Okay. I know industry day is, but I think media as well. She'll let you know.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Putting on my comfy shoes.
Hey, I like that hat.
Yeah. Called to Wander. I heard they're pretty awesome people.
They are.
Pretty humble. They don't wear their own swag.
So we are at Grand Design, and we're going to be looking at a few of their travel trailers that are under 30 feet and have at least one slide out, but no more than one slide out. This is the Grand Design Imagine 2300 MK. Let's go inside and take a look. Well, we come inside right into the bedroom. That's nice. Looks like a full-size queen, not a short. Lots of nice storage. Very similar to the bedroom that we had in our motorhome, right? With the closet here. It's actually a really deep closet. Very deep. Nice sliding barn door here. This is a cute, wow, this is really cute. This couch is massive for this size. Wow. I really like this. This kitchen is massive. Look. I mean, the cabinet space. Wow.
You gonna buy the first one you want?
I know, right? I mean, but this is a great size. I think it has, you probably could have 2 ACs. It's got one AC unit in here. This is a nice kitchen. I'm not gonna lie. There's a nice little cabinet there too. Look at that. Oh wow, that is a big deep drawer. Nice pots and pan drawer right there. The only thing, like the fit and finish, like splinters on that one. And oh, they are soft close cabinets. They are soft close cabinets. Oh, look at this. That's a great design. Not gonna lie, I like that a lot. A little built-in trash can there. And for me, a big selling point that we actually didn't talk about on the way here is I must have campsite windows. I mean, that is like, to me, I think that's a deal breaker for us, right? I mean, that's a decent size campsite window, but definitely.
What do you mean by campsite window?
Campsite windows is basically like when you're at an RV park, you know, your campsite is always the passenger side. When you go to an RV park, the hookups are always going to be on the driver's side, and you don't set up camp ever on the driver's side because your door is always on the passenger side to go in and out of the RV. And so your campsite, you know, usually where the good views are, where you want the good views are because you're going to be hanging out here on the patio, is the passenger side of your truck or of your trailer, right? So this is a campsite window. You know, it's kind of small, but it's not bad. I like them when they open up fully because when we're in Baja, I like to feed the hummingbirds. I have my little hand feeder and I stick it out and they fly up and they drink the nectar from my hands. So this is
What about the bathroom?
the bathroom looks massive. Look at this. I mean, lots of storage here. This counter space is insane. Like, this is more counter space than what we had in the motorhome.
I feel like you should be cooking your meals in there.
I know, right? But I mean, like, the countertop here, like, this is a nice, it's a little small, but this is a nice trailer. Like, Grand Design with, shower size is nice. For me, I don't know about you. You probably fit in it.
I'm a little bit taller.
Ooh, I took that back a little too soon. Yeah, let's go look at the outside storage.
We've got a lot of stuff.
I'm sure this pops up. Oh, wow. Yeah, they got little chairs in there. What are the chairs? I guess, oh, the chairs are for, these bar stools, I guess, are for the kitchen. Yeah. But I mean, look at that. Like, there's not a lot of space there, and then you have to store your bar stools in there while you're driving if you decide to keep them. So then you don't have that storage. But it is nice. So this is definitely, it's one slide out, and it has two doors. So when the slide's in, I'm guessing it blocks. No, when the slide in, it blocks your access to the bedroom. But because this trailer has two doors, you still have access to the bedroom without opening your slide. So you could technically stay somewhere and spend the night, but then you'd have to walk out and around to get to the bathroom at night, potentially. If you're skinny enough. It looks like it's a pretty deep slide. But more importantly is you have bathroom access on the road because there's another door right here. This is a contender for travel trailer. Still need to go look at some fifth wheels. So this travel trailer doesn't have a lot of storage, but it has everything else on our wants and needs for an RV. It also has a really good tire package. It comes with the Goodyear tires, and it also has the good suspension package from MoRide. It's got the CRE 3000 suspension, and that's definitely an upgrade that we want for taking a trailer or a fifth wheel to Baja. So looking at the other Grand Design travel trailers here, the one that we just went in, that 2300 MK, is like the perfect size. I can definitely tell just by looking at it that it is under 30 feet. And then looking at this one right here, I can definitely tell that it has a bunkhouse on the end, and it's too long. I'm pretty sure it is over 30 feet, and we do not need a bunkhouse. So this trailer, it's also pretty big. It also has more than one slide. It has two. It also has the siding we don't want. We didn't talk about that earlier, but we really do want an RV that is basically warranted to live in full time, that is good for full-time living, because we are going to be living in it full time. And I'd rather have a trailer that has the Asdel composite walls on the outside and not the aluminum siding. We also want our new RV to have that Asdel plus the aluminum framed body. That is very important to us. Alliance is one of the brands that I'm super excited to tour today. They are on the top of our list. So this is a under 30-foot Alliance Delta travel trailer. So this has one slide out. It pretty much has everything we want, the under 30 feet, one slide out, really good counter space. It has decent campsite windows in the kitchen. Nice big couch, lots of floor space. It's a really, really, really pretty trailer. Compared to the Grand Design that we looked at, I really, really did like that Grand Design. But the fit and finish of this travel trailer, I think, is better. Like, it has the glazed cabinets. There's no splinters. I think it has more storage. It has a pantry. Where that Grand Design did not have a pantry. This pantry is massive. Like, it goes super, super deep back here. And it has these awesome pull-out. Look how big this is. And it's still way back in there. I mean, that is a massive amount of storage. And it has it on the bottom as well. So, and then both of these dinettes have storage. Your converter box is right here, but you can lift this up and the whole back is storage, and then this whole thing is storage access. So you have these doors on the dinette. That the Grand Design travel trailer was shorter, so it did not have room for a dinette. So you definitely, in this, I think this is just under 30 feet, so it's over 29 feet. But you get a lot of living space in here. I mean, this is definitely doable. Huge couch. I mean, this is a massive 3-seater couch. And then, I don't know, this. Oh, look at this. Whoa. Nice. More cup holders. A nice deep cubby here. So behind the fridge. Storage, a good size fridge. Yep. Furrion fridge. This is a neat thing. This is a pull-out trash can. Kind of hits the oven there when it pulls out, but thought that was pretty neat. I'd like the trash can better in the Grand Design because it was like built into the cabinet. I thought that was really clever. This also has, these aren't real countertops, they're thermofoil. So they've kind of, Grand Design has that on Alliance, but very nice. So this has the split walk-through bathroom design with these barn doors. Really nice and spacious. Good amount of counter space. There's like some open storage here for towels. A really big medicine cabinet. Lots of drawers. I think they're all soft close. These aren't. The drawers aren't, but the doors are. So lots of space under the sink. You got a good sized toilet here, good sized shower with the retractable door, which are nice. I like that. I prefer that over the glass. I really love these hooks. I thought these were really cool. They fold down here on the door. Really nice. And then a good sized bedroom, very similar to that Grand Design. Same size, nice cabinets here. And there's also a door, so it's got the 2 doors, so you basically, when the slide is shut, you still have access to this bathroom. Because if not, if it didn't have this bedroom door, you wouldn't be able to access the bathroom on the road. So this checks off all of our boxes. I mean, it's under 30 feet. It has bathroom access on the road. It's a good size. There's lots of storage. That pantry is massive. It's got a dinette and a big sofa. I mean, it really, really nice, pretty kitchen. The fireplace is a bonus. Not something I ever thought I'd want or need. So let's go check out the outside. Of course, it has, you know, the underbed storage here. It's just half the size because the outside storage bay takes up the other side, the other back end of the bed. So let's take a look outside. Oh, look at that. It has an outdoor kitchen. I didn't know that. It has a griddle. That's also on the Moride slide out. But you do not have the outside fridge, just the griddle and grill. That's a nice addition. And it is under the awning. So you have the awning that takes up almost the whole size of the trailer. It's not, that front door is not covered. You have the Lippert Solera awning, the on-demand suburban water heater, the second door. They both have the Moride steps that fold up inside, and you have the storage bay here. That's a big storage bay. You have a table here on this rack. That's a neat, cool little design there. And then I don't know what this looks like. This opens up. So I wonder if you can access the underbed storage from here if you wanted. That's a pretty cool feature. You have all your switches, awning. You've got a hose access here. Looks like there's also probably a spare tire access. And then also there's manual jacks. And I believe from the factory you have an option to make those electric leveling. There is a full-size spare tire underneath. If we walk over on this side, we can see the wet bay. Okay, so I know what this definitely, it gives you access for everything behind the wet bay here. There's your water pump, your MPPT solar charge controller, and all your plumbing there. So one con with the travel trailer is that the overall length that the manufacturer says a trailer is includes the hitch. So that overall length is not your actual living space. That includes that a few feet extra of that trailer hitch. So even though this is just under 30 feet long, it's really only a 25-foot box. Whereas for a fifth wheel, that extra 4 to 5 feet of your hitch is actual living space above the hitch, and that sits in the bed of your truck. Yeah, so with the travel trailer, because of that extra hitch, you lose basically living space. You don't get that full almost 30 feet of living space. It's less because that hitch, length of that hitch is included in the overall length of the travel trailer.
So with our 24-foot truck.
With our 22-foot truck, you know, then we have to add a full and almost 30 feet on top of that, which makes us pretty long. So I think we need to go look at a couple of fifth wheels. We're here at Grand Design, and we're going to take a look at their under 30-foot fifth wheel. This is the 22RK. It is a rear kitchen and a couch, a dinette, and let's go take a look inside. Lights. Oh, it is dark in here. And we go. There's lights. This is all rear kitchen. So these are, look, got some nice drawers here. Nice pull-out drawers there. Under sink cabinet space. I don't know if they have soft close hinges in the they do. And the smaller series. This is their very lightweight series fifth wheel. They say that it's half-ton towable. I don't know if I'd ever pull a fifth wheel with a half-ton, but they say you can do it. It has thermofoil countertops, so not real solid surface countertops. We got some cabinets here. Lots of cabinets in this rear kitchen. We have more drawers. So this thing has a lot of drawer storage and some small cabinet storage. Nice little Furrion microwave, matches this little Furrion stovetop. So we have a U-shaped dinette here. So this is a really big dinette. So this is like a really nice living space. They do have carpet in the slide out here. I'd rather not have carpet. I'd rather it be all, you know, hardwood flooring. It's like laminate wood flooring, but it's nice. I'd rather not have the carpet. We got a little couch here. It looks like, yep, they've got this slide down cup holder with the charger there. Manual reclining seats. Nice comfy couch. Good, decent size. This dinette is massive. It looks like there's not any storage. There's probably maybe in the rear of the dinette, because it looks like the furnace is under this side. And then there's a furnace vent here, and then a shoe cubby on the other side. And then we got a couple of cabinets up here around this TV. This is actually a nice size cabinet. It's not super deep, but it's nice and tall. You have a Furrion AC unit right here that's ducted. You might have an option for a second AC in the bedroom. This is also, because of the way the dinette is on this side, when this slide is in, you might not have access to the bathroom, but I'm thinking with the way this dinette's pushed back, when this slide is in, you're still able to get around.
That's a deal breaker.
It is, it would be a deal breaker, but I think they made this one with this dinette because there's nothing here. You can still get up into the bathroom when this slide is closed. So this kitchen is impressive for just being on the rear and not having more, you know, counter space. It actually is a really nice kitchen. You know, it looks really nice. It's like a nice, very subtle wood, a wood brown tone. We got the Furrion fridge. This has been like the standard fridge in this size trailers of under 30 feet. This Furrion fridge. I'm gonna see what's in this dinette. I think there might be storage. I didn't take a close look outside. It does look like it lifts up. Okay, so you have like half, if you want to call it that. So it looks like the furnace is underneath, and then they put a wood piece on top, so you still have some storage. It's just not super tall. And then this is wood framed. It's not, at least the dinette's not aluminum framed. And then I'm guessing, I think this is storage back here. It's just a little hard to get to because it's all the way in the back, you know. But it has a hole, so it definitely lifts up. So yeah, so that's all storage. And it's just kind of hard to get to being in the back. And it looks like you got a decent size TV. It doesn't seem like it's too high. So when you're sitting here and you're leaning back, you can look at it. There might be storage behind it. Sometimes these pull out and they'll put a little bit of hidden storage. There's not. There's no storage. but the TV does pull out. And let's go upstairs and check out the bathroom and the bedroom. All right, it's got little accent lighting under the cabinet here. Bathroom's a little small. This is a regular width fifth wheel. There have been some manufacturers that have been making wide body trailers and fifth wheels, and this is not one. I think this is a standard 8 feet wide instead of the 101-inch wide body. So you can kind of see that a little bit in the bathroom. This is a big sink. That's a really big sink, but it is plastic. We got a big medicine cabinet. Some really nice drawers here. Under bathroom cabinet here. And then they put in a storage space above the toilet, but it has no closet doors. So to me, I don't like that because there's really, like, you can't stack anything because it's just all going to fall out. But I think to try to keep this thing half-ton towable, they've cut some corners and not put as much cabinet space in here. It also has the glass doors. It doesn't have the retractable shower. I really like that retractable shower door. I'd be afraid this will break going down the road. Decent foot flush toilet here, Thetford. And then on to the bedroom. This is not a flush floor bedroom, so there is a step up here. So you kind of lose a little bit. It's okay for me. Probably not great for Chris. So you lose some headspace when you climb up into bed. This is also, this is not, like, this sticks out. It's not flush. Also, they do not have the cabinet doors here. Again, probably to save weight. The closets aren't that tall, so there's really not a lot of hanging space. Oh, but there is a closet. So I think what they did was they made these shorter because there is a closet space in here. Chris is getting on the bed. And a little cute little barn door right here. I always like the barn doors. There is a, looks like a shoe cubby underneath the closet here. Some drawers. Good size drawers. And then a hanging closet, it looks like. It's a decent size. And what I like is, I know right there, because this is the back side of the shower, that is access to the shower faucets in case you get a leak. That's nice to have. So, and there's a light. Looks like that light's automatic. So when you open the door, it turns on automatically. That's a nice little feature. This also has a second AC option up here, so you can probably ask for that. I don't think it comes standard with 2 ACs. I think you have an option of a vent fan or a second AC. So, cute little fifth wheel.
A lot of room compared to the trailer.
A lot, yeah. I mean, you feel that?
Yeah.
I don't know if, like, the height, like, makes it feel like it's bigger. You know, I really like that Delta travel trailer, but you lose that, like, to me, that big con is you lose that living space because of that hitch. You know, and it adds to the overall length. I'm really leaning towards a fifth wheel. You know, what do you think?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I do think that Alliance was better than this fifth wheel, but this livable space.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to look at a trailer that doesn't have the step up here in the bedroom.
Think about that 30-foot of trailer with a 22-foot
truck. Yeah.
Is long.
That's
but
very
a
long.
30-foot trailer where 5 of those feet
are in the bed
is, I mean, that
only
5
25 feet.
makes it
And
a
it's even
difference.
shorter.
Yeah, and that's at 30
Because
feet.
there's an Alliance fifth wheel we want to look at that is under 28 feet.
Yeah, so that extra 2 feet is even
Yeah,
more.
it's even more.
So it makes you less
Yeah.
long going down the road. I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen some trailers being pulled down the road that I don't know how they don't just fall off the bumper.
Yeah,
of the
right.
truck. Like, it looks
I
like
know,
there's
and then
such a
you
long
need
distance.
a fancy sway control hitch, and
But-
all that. So, yeah, but then you also have the extra storage and the pickup bed of the truck. So you want to go outside and look at what outside storage this thing has. So this is outside of this 22 RK, and it does have the nice suspension package from MORRIDE that we really like, that CRE 3000. It has the Goodyear Endurance tires. It has looks like a Suburban furnace. It has a Furrion on-demand hot water heater. And then here is the storage bay. This up, it's got the magnets, the slam latches. And so here is the storage bay. It's not flush, it does have a drop down here. It looks like it's all aluminum built. I don't know if that's a wood or composite floor, but it does have Asdel siding on the outside. Okay, and then this is the propane locker. Nice big propane tank there. It's got the Solera Lippert awning. Pretty good size awning. Takes up almost the full length. We have another storage bay in the front, but we have this table blocking us. So I'm going to be careful opening this up. Looks like it's going to hit. You can take a look there. That's a good size. It's got a Furrion MPPT solar controller. It's got the all electric leveling jacks here. Here to the other side. We got another propane tank here. This is the access to the wet bay. You also have your electronic Lippert leveling unit right there. And your gray tank and black tank handles. I don't know if this has 2 gray tanks. We'll have to see. Looks like there's a tank hookup there. And it looks like it has another one down there. So this is definitely a 2-headed sewer system. And if you notice here, this is the Lippert Slim Rack design. I think this is what has now replacing the Swintech slides, or some manufacturers have been going to these instead of using the Swintech. So not rack and pinion, it's a slim rack design. Small window here, and that is the only window in this slide out. Okay, we have your other sewer head here, and then we have a storage compartment for your Stinky Slinky, and there's your other gray tank handle. Well, now that we have looked at this Grand Design fifth wheel that is under 30 feet, let's go check out what Alliance has in the under 30-foot fifth wheel category. What are you doing in there? What did you find?
I think this is it, babe. I think this is the one.
Really?
Yeah.
We're gonna live in this.
We could put a 5-gallon bucket over there.
For a toilet.
Yeah.
You're gonna live in this with 2 dogs.
Yeah.
Can you even stand up?
No, why do you have to stand up? You don't have to stand up.
You stand up outside?
Yeah, you stand up outside.
I mean, it's got 2 doors. Look, it's an exit.
Yeah.
What's in there? Is there a fridge?
It might be on the other side. I don't know.
What's in there? Is that the toilet in there?
That's storage.
That's storage. Look, it's got a TV.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Whoa.
That's all I need is a TV.
Look, it's got a JBL sound system.
This is it.
Whoa.
I don't know why we would have to look any longer.
Yeah. And it's pretty nice. I don't know how we're all going to fit on this bed.
You want to know the MSRP?
$54,000.
$40,000.
Whoa.
$40,000. Yeah. I'll take 3. Stacked on top of each other.
Then maybe you could stand up in it.
Yeah.
So here is Alliance's Avenue fifth wheel lineup, plus they have a travel trailer series in the Avenue as well. And we are definitely going to be looking at these all access that are under 30 feet. They have the 23 ML, the 26 RD, and it looks like that's all they have here today. So we're definitely going to be checking out those two right there. So we are at Alliance, and this fifth wheel I'm very excited to show you. It is the 23 ML. It is just under 28 feet. I think it's the perfect size for us. And we're gonna go in, we just looked at the Grand Design, similar Model 4 floor plan with the rear kitchen, and we're gonna compare the two. Let's go on inside. Wow. So right away, overall, I'm loving this. just looks wise, it feels more like a home to me than the Grand Design, than that 22RK. I like the feel of it. I like the decor. I love it. I feel like the kitchen is bigger, even though they're both rear kitchens. Like Alliance added more counter space here. And then I think by bringing that door forward of the axle, or it's like right over the axle, it's just opened up. It just made this space feel bigger and more like home. And even though I believe you were able to access the bathroom on that rig with the slide closed, this you definitely can, because the slide out's over here and the door you have full access to. What I noticed too that's different than the other fifth wheel is that Alliance has the coffee bar here, which is really nice. They also have, this is solid surface countertops, where the reflection did not have, it had the thermofoil. I really like these solid surface countertops. And we're not trying to stay super lightweight. I feel like that fifth wheel, they were really trying to push it to be half-ton towable. And this one, not as much. This one's a little bit heavier weight, even though it still is lightweight. But that's fine for us because we have an F350. And this fifth wheel has a pantry, a massive pantry, where the Grand Design, the reflection did not. It had no pantry at all, which to me is kind of a deal breaker. I like this pantry a lot. And I don't know, man. This is really nice. This is also a new couch they put in these avenues. They call it like the cuddle couch, but it also has this flip down here with cup holders and chargers for your phone, which is really nice. And very comfy. And this pulls out. Goes back. I really love this, that they added this. Instead of just having a blank wall, they added built-ins. So that's really nice. And these windows are so big and so nice. Again, these aren't campside, but they're nice atrium windows. One of the things that I was thinking about was there's, a lot of the higher end trailers have these frameless windows, but then you can't open them all the way. They just pop out a little bit and you don't get as much airflow. These guys open all the way, and I prefer that over the frameless windows. Even though the frameless windows look a little nicer on the outside, I actually prefer these. This window opens straight up. This is an exit window. I'm not sure how exactly you open it, but it opens that way. And then campside windows right here. It's got two. So this one. Oh, okay, they pull out, and then what's important to me, whoop, is that I can open that, and I just broke the RV.
You break it, you buy it.
Hey, I'm not against buying it. The dinette's comfy. There's storage. Move this. You have to lift up the seats to access it, but that's not a deal breaker. And look at all that storage. Nice. And then there's three nice cabinets here. Yeah. Oh wow, these are nice drawers. These are really nice. Look at that. They're all no splinters, like that Grand Design wasn't a finished wood. They had like splinters. This is all glazed, no splinters. And I feel like that's sturdy enough it's not going to pop open while we're driving down the road. Look like they're all the same size. And then there's our heater vent right down there. There's a nice deep big cabinet there. You could put a trash can. I was thinking also our drinking water jug. Lots of counter space. I love this. I mean, this is more counter space than what we had in the motorhome for sure. And that was like one of my big things, was a little more counter space than what we had. Another nice big cabinet. There's also, you know, we could keep stuff. This is a massive microwave. I mean, it is huge. We haven't had a microwave in years. But I could put stuff in there. Also, this oven is really nice. I mean, this is bigger. It's bigger than what we had in the motorhome. And it's really nice. These grates are really nice. It's got the glass top. Nice big window here. I mean, this window coverage is phenomenal. And then look at all these cabinets. Again, that is massive. I think so. I mean, it's just as big as the cabinet across the way. Lights. Another, that goes all the way back right there.
Crazy Susan.
You could, yeah, definitely. We could put one in there. Another massive cabinet, not as deep as this one, I think, but still a good size. 50-inch TV. Some little cabinets here. And then the fridge. That's a good sized fridge. I mean, it's definitely deeper than our propane. We had a absorption fridge, which we loved. I mean, we liked it. It never did us wrong. Yeah, I mean, it's deeper. I'd say the freezer's like the same size, but this is deeper because you don't have the absorption fins in the back of the fridge because it's 12 volt. So, and then we have our little deep freezer we got to find a home for. I call it a deep freezer. It's a little portable fridge freezer. We got more cabinets here that are also, these look a little deeper than the ones over there, but really nice. I love this extra counter space. This is like a charging dock here, and it's got charging ports. That's nice. Accent lighting. I know this has a converter in it, so we lose some storage space in that cabinet, but little one there.
But at least it's not under the sink.
Yeah, at least this, finally, RV manufacturers caught up to that, because our last two RVs, or all the RVs we've lived in, they've put the converter and all the wiring under the sink. Like, if you have a leak, it's like, hello. I love the accent. I love what they did here with the wood pieces. It just looks nice. All of our, you know, tank heaters, water pump, all that's right here. The AC, max air fan. Look at that. Also, this Alliance has 2 shoe cubbies. I think it's a really nice feature. We've got a nice big shoe cubby here. We could also maybe put dog toys there too. And another shoe cubby over here under the steps. Let's go on up to the bedroom and bathroom. Alliance is also a wide body design. So even in their smaller fifth wheels, like the Avenue All Access, this is a 101-inch wide body, where that Grand Design Reflection was at 5 inches, not as wide. So I really feel that here.
There's steps.
Yeah, there's steps. Isn't that wild?
There's actual steps
Yeah.
in an RV.
Yeah. Well, fifth wheels have a basement. That's what's really cool about them, is that they're really tall, and then they have a lot of storage space underneath because it steps up. Like, this is all storage space under here, right? Here's our bathroom right here. Similar, I think similar size to what we had. The countertops are, feel like more of a thermal foil, but that's fine. Good amount of counter space. I think similar to what we had in their motorhome. A nice big medicine cabinet. And then more storage here. And these go really deep. Like, they go way back there. Like, I can't even touch the back. So. And then this part back here goes to the, that's part of the closet in the bedroom. So, it's a little wonky, but more drawers here. Big cabinet here. Got a porcelain toilet. Thetford. Oh, okay. This one doesn't have. This one just has the hooks. Those are actually bigger than I thought. I wasn't too sure about them looking in the video, but I saw one that had a shelf. And then you got another fan here. You got a Suburban on-demand water heater. A lock on the door to keep it open, I guess, when you're in drive mode. Right there. And then this door. Pocket door. It's nice. It's a pretty door, actually. It's not just a plain, you know, it's got like a design to it.
You do your Jim Carrey.
Ah! Ah! And a pretty good sized shower. And I like the skylight. I know there's some people that think that they're pointless now, but I like the natural light that they let into the bathroom. And it's good for my plants, because I store my plants in the shower on travel days. So similar, very similar bedroom, but I like the feel of this one better. And if you notice, it's got a flush floor. There's no step up. That Grand Design had a big step up right here, and almost like a tripping point, you know. I like this flush floor. I feel like you get more floor space. Nice big cabinets here. I know Alliance is known for their hidden storage. So this is like really nice hidden storage. And that's solid wood. That's not like some light, cheap particle board. That's solid, which is really nice. Also notice the thing, the Grand Design didn't have roller blinds. They had these cheap little pleated shades that I think would probably rip pretty easily. And these are very high quality. So this comes with a standard mattress. We'll probably be replacing that. And then we'll definitely. Most RV manufacturers should know, if you're new to RVing and you're looking at RVs, most do not come with a nice mattress. You know, I guess they think you're just going to replace it anyways, which me and Chris always do. We've always bought our own mattress and put it in. Some of these aren't removable, but these are big. They're like, that's pretty wide. And then we have these cabinets here, all on struts, dual struts. I think your closet's not going to be as wide, but that's okay. This is my side of the bed. And your cabinet's not as big. But this is like, I do see that there is a step here probably for wiring. But there's more floor space in here than our motorhome for sure. And this closet, I love. This closet is a nice, big closet. Hang our clothes, hang our book bags. We only had one closet, kind of one closet in the motorhome. That was this size that acted as our pantry and half of our jackets and book bag storage. And then in the back bedroom, you know, our overhead cabinets here, we hung our clothes. Like, it didn't have a shelf in the taller closets, and that's where we hung our clothes. And then this down here, it's actually set up for, it has washer and dryer prep behind these pull-out drawers, but we're not going to do that. We're going to keep the storage, but these drawers are really nice. They're really nice.
What percentage of that is mine?
Probably 0%.
That's what I'm counting.
But I like that, like, these are different heights, because you could put, you know, taller stuff in here if you wanted, you know, where that one, you know, like, they've thought that out. Like, I like that. Or you could take them out and just have all storage in there too if you wanted. You could take the drawers out. But I like the drawers. I think that's a nice touch. These are all, the windows in here are both emergency exit windows. Blackout shades. I love that these manufacturers, because back in the old days, back when RVs were stuck in the 80s, they had these really gaudy, you know, things around the windows, and these are definitely much more modern, and I like that a lot. So don't need to change that. Keep the roller blinds. And yeah, I'm really liking it. I love the color choices, the color of the cabinets. I love the flooring color. I mean, it's really nice. And the doors had magnets. So I guess when you're driving, you keep that instead of keeping it shut, maybe. I would think that'd be strong enough. We got TV backer station, second AC option right up here. The other AC that is in the main living area is ducted through the rest of the unit. That's what these vents are for. So the bed is on struts, and it lifts up, and you have all of that storage. Where in a travel trailer, you'd only have half of that, right? I mean, you'd get the full bed of the truck, but with us having a long bed, we get the not needing a slider hitch. Plus, we get that front area in front of the hitch is storage. So we put a cover, we put a tonneau cover on our truck, and we've made that area in the long bed that's in front of the hitch all storage. So but what I really like about this fifth wheel is that it has an outdoor kitchen. And excited about that. So next to those drawers in the kitchen, you could see that there was like some empty counter space where there could have been a cabinet. Well, they made that into an outdoor kitchen. And then there's magnets up here. Isn't that nice? We don't have to have the little clippies that break all the time that hold our cabinets open. And then it comes with this, look at this thing. It comes with a MORryde pull-out. It comes with this massive griddle, 25 inches. Pulls out, and it's a grill combo. And there's also a light in here. That's nice. The only thing is that because the roof is slanted here, they weren't able to extend the awning over the outdoor kitchen, but for me, that's not a deal breaker. So I wouldn't be outside cooking in the rain anyways, so. But look at this big awning. I mean, it's definitely Not as big as the awning we had on the motorhome, but it's a decent size.
Same brand.
Same brand.
Lippert
Yeah, it's a
Solera.
Lippert Solera awning. Yep, it's just black instead of white. This has the upgraded MORryde suspension, the CRE 3000.
That's on our list.
That was on our list. It's got decent tires, the Goodyear Endurance tires. It also has the Lippert automatic leveling jacks. So with the push a button, you can level the RV. It's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie. I'm too short to get this down though. Oh, I got it. All right. Oh yeah, yeah. So the spare tire's under here, right there. Oh, and there's a propane hooker,
Quick connect.
quick connect. If you wanted to, you know, connect something, there's a sewer hose holder right here. That's nice. Opens that up, and then your stinky slinky will go in there. And it's got these MORryde steps too that lift up. They go inside, and then you shut the door. So that's nice. And then let's go look at the storage bay. This is the basement storage here. Nice big. Look how big that is.
Lord,
We could fit a lot of stuff.
you could fit in there.
I could fit in there.
I could
You
fit.
want me
We
to
could
get
fit
in
in
there?
there at the same time.
Oh, all aluminum construction in here. All Asdel composite. Flooring as well, not wood, no wood. Nice light strip here. It's automatic, I'm pretty sure. And then this, look, you even have more. I see a lot of people that take these out and they're able to get a little bit of more storage space in these things. Another thing that Alliance does that's really cool is that they color code all their wires. It's not like one big rat's nest in here like a lot of manufacturers. It's all organized. I love that this is all flat, so it's one level, right in and out. Very nice. And then the other side, so you have the awning switch here, and then other side you have your wet bay, right? And then propane. Nice big propane locker. Nice big propane tank. Oh, another storage bay here. This has a clipper. Look at that. That's decent size. You know, they put their one battery here. No battery. There's a water hose that comes with the unit for all the spray ports.
Tire jack.
The electric jacks here, because they're not hydraulic. Oh, it's got a Victron solar charge controller, little guy. But that's a nice touch. And it's pretty tall too. I could fit in here. Docking lights. So I guess there's some lights. Kurt Rotoflex pin box right here. And oh, it's unlocked. There's the wet bay. Your gray tank, black tank. There's only one gray tank handle. So I wonder if it opens up both of them. And then the slide out here, it's a nice deep slide. And it's all on a no Swintex slides to break. And it's all electric, I guess rack and pinion is what that would be.
It's electric.
Boogie, woogie, woogie, woogie. Yeah, this is, I'm loving it. Oh, there's the other, so there's another gray tank. So it's got two gray tanks, one for the kitchen, one for the bathroom. And then there's another gray tank handle back there. And the other side of that sewer sewer hose. And I guess the gray and black tank here for the front for the bathroom is right there. On-demand water heater. I got kind of used to that with the one we had in our motorhome. Was really nice. So that's nice. Suburban furnace. Yeah. So. No, babe, what are you thinking? Feels like home?
I'm thinking it is home.
It is home, yeah.
This is it.
Yeah, I think you're right.
We are purchasing this beautiful, beautiful 23 ml, and it's gonna be our home for the next couple years. Who knows how long? It is. Oh, it's nice.
Woo.
It is nice.
It feels good being in here. It just feels right.
I wish I could drive this one off the lot right now.
I know, right?
We do have a journey ahead.
A very, very big journey.
And we'll share more about that. But
Yep. But right
wow,
now,
what a moment to see this and kind of see our future traveling through Baja, traveling to South Dakota, traveling all over the U.S.
Living out of this for the next foreseeable future.
Yeah. Well, this is it. We're excited. We're going to be sharing more about the wonderful company that is Alliance RV and the wonderful people that we've met and that have helped us through this process of understanding why this is the perfect home for us and why very likely you could find yourself in Alliance and be just as happy. I think the biggest thing for me, it ticks off all the boxes that we talked about earlier in the video.
Definitely. I mean, the storage in this thing, the outside kitchen is like, I mean, this is like set up perfectly for us.
Yep.
It really is. I can't imagine, especially after looking at other RVs today, I can't imagine being in something else. And I love that Alliance is family owned, and it's still a small company, and they just have phenomenal customer service.
And they make premium products. Like they didn't cut corners from what we can see in this.
This is well built. The
quality of the wood, the counters. I mean, I'm trusting that this thing's going to hold up, and it's really nice. I know it's going to take some getting used to, but the decision between a travel trailer and a fifth wheel was not really a decision.
Yeah, after really thinking on it a whole lot, it just that
5 feet of space that you lose.
We wanted to be shorter overall.
Yeah,
we wanted a better towing, better maneuverability when towing.
So this is gonna.
I think the short fifth wheel is the way to go.
Even dumb little things for us, like getting in and out of gas stations. If you're watching this and you have a 40-foot fifth wheel, or you've been pulling semi-trucks your whole life, or semi-trailers, you're probably laughing at us. But, but this is a big deal to go from. I mean, that 30-foot motorhome took a little getting used to, but it was all one piece.
But yeah, exactly.
Then we towed the car behind it, and the car went exactly where we told it to go because it was hooked up with the Roadmaster kit.
Mm-hmm.
But this is going to take some learning, and I think that's what I'm anxious about. But we'll talk about all the things that we have coming our way in the next video because the decision's made. This was well worth the trip to come and see this. And now 100%. All we got to do is wire some money and sign on some dotted lines, and then we'll maybe make a little bit of a drive.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe make a little bit of a drive.
We're getting this. If you back out on me now, I'm going to be really angry.
We don't have the time to back out right now.
Especially after being here and actually finally getting to see it in person and be in it.
And meet the people that have just been so amazing with Alliance. So we're excited about that. So we're going to stop rambling right now. We're giddy, if you can't tell. This is giddy. This is giddiness. And I'm just...
It's our new home.
It's our new home. So let's call it a day.
Yeah. Stay tuned for our next video because we are going to be going on, I would say crazy.
Crazy.
A wild trip to go pick up our new Alliance fifth wheel.
Because we unfortunately cannot wheel this away from
I don't know. I wish we could.
RV show.
I wish we could just drive this one off the lot.
It'd be pretty nice to do that. But the circumstances we find ourselves in, we got a road trip coming our way, and you're going to want to be a part of that.
Yep.
So stay tuned in the next video. We'll see you on the road.
That's it. I'm trying not to be. I'm so excited. That's the 23 ml. I know it. I can tell because I've watched so many videos on it. And let's go take a look inside. Guys, I think this is it. I think this might be the one. And I'm super excited. We haven't seen this in person yet, so I'm gonna like literally flip my lid when we go inside. I might even cry. So let's go. This is the Alliance Avenue All Access 23 ml. It's a brand new floor model that Alliance just put out this year for 2025 with the all new linen decor on the inside. I've watched videos, many videos online, and it's absolutely gorgeous. And I think it's like almost everything, if not everything, that me and Chris want in an RV. So let's go check it out. Oh, it's so pretty. We don't have to remodel anything. I'm gonna hang up some pictures. I love the wall space. I love that there's not a window here because I have some pictures I want to hang here too. And you know, like above the windows, and we're gonna put the guitar somewhere as well.
The TV.
Yeah, where?
Maybe.
Yeah, you couldn't walk by. That's the only thing. It would stick out a little too far. But I love this. I could definitely see us living in this though. What do you think?
I already made the decision.
Yeah. Yep. We bought this thing. We bought it sight unseen just from watching videos online.
I'm gonna see if I can get this one.
Fell in love with it, and we bought it.
Well, it's easier to drive it from here.
And I know that's the only thing. It's like, yeah, is that yeah? Do we give it away? Something we gotta wait. Well, we're gonna wait and tell you. But yeah, we still have to get it because this unit's not ours. But I love it. I really do, and it feels like home. Or I'm gonna hang some. Yeah, I already know what I'm gonna do.
We're still gonna have to get rid of some
I'm gonna
stuff.
decorate.